You like mouthed one and then you said one.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to.
One. No, it was like
one.
one.
Yeah, I wanted to see it kind of like the hi.
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 See if I could get that to work. It didn't work, but we're not going to talk about it.
We're not going to talk about it except for right now while we're talking
While
about
we're talking about it.
No, I was just describing it. It's not talking about it. It's like that. I said it the other day, like that Family Guy thing where it's like, "Me llamo S. Brian." It's like, no, that's very good, but you don't need to say the S. Just "Me llamo Brian." He's like, "Oh, you speak English?" He's like, "No, just that first sentence of this one explaining it." It's like, wait, seriously? Okay. It's the same thing, essentially.
Okay.
Okay. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Exploring the Archives. We really honestly should just change the show to Exploring the Archives.
It needs to be.
At this point.
It's canon.
I do like exploring the. That text actually looks really good. For some reason I haven't looked at it yet.
Yeah, it's been on there for like 5
The
weeks or
past month.
something.
This
Yeah,
is why
yeah.
no one noticed that it was exploring for like 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Next we notice he spelled the wrong.
Yeah.
Exploring he archives.
Yeah.
What were you
Or
gonna say?
ta
What were you gonna say though, Nick?
about. I don't remember.
I don't know. You were saying it. I can't. No.
I don't know.
I got nothing.
Oh, what was the last chapter? 30? Welcome, and we're going to
It
discuss
was.
chapter 30 today. Man,
Dirty 30.
I think half of the cast right now is out of it.
Yeah, it definitely seems
Am I
that
the-
way.
I'm like, am I the only one here?
I'm here.
Come on, guys.
I'm just also there. And
Yeah.
over there.
I'm also not here.
A lot of play. I just want to play dodgeball, alright? That's all I want to do right now. Honestly.
Someone's obsessed.
A little
That's fair.
bit. I have put a lot of time into that game with the little time I've had. Here I am. Oh, wow. You were close, Jess, but now you're just laughing at Eddie, you weirdo.
That's fine. I'll laugh at Eddie.
Wow.
Welcome, Eddie. Welcome to Exploring the Archives. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings.
Exploring. Nope,
Sorry.
that's a
Can
different
we
show.
do that?
Different
I-
show.
I
Yeah,
wanna
let's do that. Let's get some
I'm
hot
willing
wings.
to do that.
I
totally
do
willing.
Jay,
the
I'll
hot
do that with
ones.
you.
I do hot ones, but I am fairly certain that only 3 of us would make it to the final.
Who?
I think I'd make it to the final because I don't like to lose. I know Jay would make it to the final because he lives in Arizona. And
Because he doesn't have a camera, so he doesn't actually have to eat the wings.
It's true.
Oh, I would eat them.
Yeah.
And
No,
then,
that's cheating.
I don't know. I don't think Jeremy would make it. I don't think you would make it. Jess, I think you're
Expensive.
out on like 3. You're out
No
on like
way.
3.
No
I
way.
think you
You
have-
like
I-
the spice.
I think the bottom half of those wings is actually a lot less spicy than what you think.
Yeah,
And then it's
not
They
what I
are-
think. I look at them. The Scovilles don't get high until like the last 4.
yeah.
Eddie, I'm
I've
out
tried
on one.
2 of the hotter hot sauces from that show, and I've had like the bomb. That's just fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
it's
that's
really
what
hot.
That's what every celebrity says too. Is that that
Yeah.
one just tastes like smoky gross.
That's a
Yeah,
shame.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
I've
'cause
had
my-
357 Magnum. That one actually tasted good, and holy shit, is it hot!
The only
But
the only one
I went back
is-
for more.
The only one that I had was their like
burned
hottest
so
for a
good.
while before they started making their own. It was Blair's Mega Death Sauce with Liquid Rage. That motherfucker is hot. That is like tip of a toothpick. You're done hot. Like that one's
Ooh.
stupid.
I've had
Am I
sriracha.
Okay, no. Nick's out on one with Eddie.
No,
Do you guys
I
think
feel-
barbecue sauce is
I think-
spicy?
no,
Or barbecue chips too spicy?
I feel
for
like
you?
I feel like Jess is out on a little bit of sriracha.
Here's the thing.
No, you don't even know me.
What I do know is that all I've ever seen you eat is pizza.
I don't have pizza today,
You had
and that's
fish and chips
because
That's a
yesterday.
surprise.
And you know what
it's
you dipped
because
it in?
it's
A whole
Pizza
bunch of
Friday.
not hot sauce.
Okay,
A whole bunch of
I
not
work
hot sauce.
and then I stream and I order pizza to eat before stream.
I don't know what to do for you other than say you're out on 2.
Have you ever had Thai food?
Yes, it's gross.
Okay, no, it's delicious,
False.
and yeah, that shit gets spicy. How
So
do you
are we
make? How do you
making
make
the
pizza
next
spicy?
Exploring the Archives?
A spice off.
I think that would be
Yeah.
a fun. That'd be fun.
I mean,
That'd be
essentially, all Explore the Archives is us just talking to each other. Then sometimes we talk about D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
But yes, I'm down
Eddie,
for
I'm
that.
out on one.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
I'll tell you what, if we get 150 subs, we'll do it. There we go. There's
What are we at?
Yeah, what are we at?
75.
How many followers do we have?
Okay, that's a
75.
long shot.
Yeah, we
I
need-
want to do this. I
Yeah,
want to
no
do the
shit,
spice
it's
challenge
No shit,
soon.
it's a long shot, Jess. That's more people than we have following us.
I think that Anthony is scared.
No.
I believe.
It kind of sounds like it.
It kind of sounds
Instead
like
of-
You
he's
can't
scared.
goat me until you actually get a camera like you said you would 3 weeks ago.
I never said that I would.
You did. You're
Yes,
like,
you
I'm
did.
going to do
About
it.
He
it.
was thinking
I'm going to
about
do it right. And I'm going to
Said
get this
if
behind
I'm going
me.
to
and
do
I'm gonna
it,
do
I'm going
this,
to do it
and I'm going to
right.
get this all
Hang
set
on.
up.
I got a question. What
Yeah, but I spent a lot of money.
chapter? What chapter was that? So that way we can like record that and be like, oh yeah, he made a deal with Alar to, you know, Alar would stop using the. Tumblr.
Probably at least a few weeks ago.
I don't know. I just didn't know Jay was such a bitch. I had more faith in him.
Wait, how long have I known you?
Long enough for me to know you're not a bitch. But apparently you are.
Fair. You learn something new every day.
You're, you're a charlatan. You've been
I'm not
charlataning
angry.
him,
I'm
pretending to
disappointed.
not be a
Pretty
bitch.
sure
but
that
in
you
reality,
can't just make that a verb.
Yes, I can. It's
Charlataning.
English. Charlotte, I just did it.
I hate this. Can we start
Look at
over?
me, I just did it.
Can we go back pre-live? It's only been
Check
7
Because
minutes.
Anthony actually hates us
It's
all.
only been 7 minutes and I already want out.
Just bring Eddie on because he's sick and tired of me.
Eddie,
charlataning
tag in.
words.
It's just gonna be a tag team exploring the archives tonight.
Yeah.
Nick's gonna go away at some point. Eddie will jump in.
Yep.
I'll go away. Jeremy can join.
Yeah, and,
Right.
and then, you know, Jay will pretend to be someone else. And
Yep.
I
Guess
want
I'm
Jay to
never-
do the Dolly or no the Polly Darton voice. I can't. I was like,
I can't do that.
no, I want to hear him do whatever the fuck your character's name was, Jess.
I want you Gina.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'd pay to hear it. I would literally pay.
Hey Jay, can you sound like
figures.
Gina?
3 figures.
Show everybody your
Uh,
rock
to say
collection.
Yeah, I think I'd have to practice a little bit first, but I think that's one that I
that.
could
Rock
do.
collection?
Rock collection.
I think your next character is gonna have a little bit of a soupy lisp.
I don't think I could carry that on for that long.
I think you could carry it on.
Like the only voice I can do. It's fine.
That's true.
Other than your normal voice, which
Well, yeah, that doesn't take much work though.
What's your Gandalf impression voice? Gandalf. Pretty akin to true.
Okay, the story goes that I wasn't impersonating Gandalf. It was just an old man voice.
But didn't
saying
you
Gandalf
also say,
White.
I'm Gandalf?
I didn't say that. I said.
When she was
how did it
talking
go?
about Gandalf.
Yeah, no, wait. So, long story short, to everybody watching, is that Jeremy and I were tubing down a river, and I don't know why, but randomly I just shouted out, Gandalf the White. And Jeremy was like, is that an impression of Gandalf? I was like, no, it's an old man saying Gandalf the White.
Which is so much weirder. Like, instead of, like, that old man could have said anything that was realistic, but
I was obviously thinking about Gandalf the White. I don't know.
you're like,
We're in-
Jeremy and I
you know
watch
what'd
a
be
lot of
great?
Lord of the Rings when we go up north.
You know
we're
what'd be
in the
great
middle of
is-
the woods, chilling down a river, tubing.
Gandalf
You know what
the
I'm gonna
White.
do?
Don't you guys want to go tubing with me now?
Not if it's gonna be quiet, then randomly you're gonna be like, Obi-Wan Kenobi!
Just the
That'll be
birds
next.
Just
singing,
old people seeing fantasy
Old
creatures and saying
Yeah.
them.
the leaves just rustling in the breeze, the
Hey, I'm a
birds
good time
singing,
gal. Come on.
the soft rumble of the water. Gandalf the White just echoes through the woods. Like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, it's me.
Well, I guess we better get to our job or something.
Or something.
Job?
You
Yeah,
got one
stop
of
talking.
those?
Stop talking about.
Unfortunately.
Stop talking about my voices.
Well, we're going to be discussing chapter 30 today, which I don't remember what Jeremy named it, but it's named something.
I'll tell you in a moment.
I actually don't think it's up on the doobly-doo, now that I'm thinking about it.
Hey, Jeremy,
Uh,
upload it.
oh yeah, it's just called Chapter 30 on the
Yeah.
Twitch.
Well, probably still waiting on Jess to make the overlay.
Nope, I sent that to him a week and a half ago.
Well, we were discussing chapter 30, where the group said goodbye to the colorful creatures inside of Yaris and made their trek down towards Summit's Peak, where they decided to seek out Kane because he had a connection that might be able to help Jess discover what happened to her town and her family, as well as you all needed to get to Uthran. But upon meeting him, he seemed very frantic, like he was looking for something, which he did find. What he was looking for, a very ornate book with a silver sun on it, which is a cult. Did anybody write down the name?
I did.
See whose notes taken's better.
Like the silver sets or something.
Yeah, silver
Dang.
set. That is correct. The silver set.
I don't even need notes.
Look at me. But yes, the silver set. And when teleporting to Uthran, suddenly Alar was pulled out of the teleportation circle and attacked by the Goliath.
And slaughtered.
I'm gonna murder that guy.
Well,
dead one
maybe
day.
if somebody who has the ability to half all damage, if someone used it, maybe they wouldn't have died in one shot.
Listen.
Hey, look,
Last
sup?
time we fought him, here's my logic.
What's
Last
the,
time we
hold
fought
on,
him,
say that sentence. Say it again.
here's my logic.
No, say the sentence again. The
Last time we fought him,
You what him?
we fought him. There was a discussion beforehand.
And what about
And
the
there
last time
was
you
some-
talked to him? What happened there, Nick?
Well, the last time I talked to him was right before we fought him. So
Last time you talked to him was when he was
So what
talking
did you
into
think
your
was gonna
head when he
happen?
said shadow demons to kill you.
I thought maybe he was going to try and convince
Yeah, I
me to
forgot
join
that was
his
him
cult.
too.
I was hoping.
So you wanted
that
to
was
hear
it.
him out.
Yeah.
No,
your
I wanted
options?
him to not fight me.
Tell
and
me
at
about
least
your
try
Lord
and
and
convince
Savior
me to
Jesus
go.
Christ. Oh, you stole my lungs. But you were taken out of the teleportation circle and demolished by the Goliath. And the rest of the party frantically coming back, Zio being able to see his home for just a little bit. And Alar having a meeting with what he believes to be the Raven Queen. Where she...
Oh, I forgot about that.
How do you forget about the big thing?
Okay, there was a lot that happened. All right, it's like a 4-hour-long session. I can't remember every little detail except the fact that the cult was named the Silver Set.
Yeah, little details.
So
Where
yeah,
she...
just the hour-long conversation with a person in the fucking Nether realm was a small detail.
It was between you and her.
It didn't involve her. She doesn't care.
I forgot.
Where you were informed of a bond that is purposely set between you and the Goliath that is forever to not be broken, even in death. You two will be connected unless you are able to provide her with what she wants, and that is for you to take the Goliath's life and to do so out of anger. Upon that meeting ending, and you supposedly knowing what direction you need to go, the party arrived through the teleportation circle and watched the Goliath be forcefully ripped through a vacuum in space and time, as he was very angry about being teleported away from all of you, very much wanting to kill Alar. And that is where we ended the session for the week. And I loved Jess's reaction to it. Son of a bitch, no! No! You son of a bitch, no! I've never had such an angry reaction to one of my cliffhangers.
No.
I know what spell you're gonna
Bring
be
that-
learning next.
Bald boy back.
I don't know that spell. I don't know ball boy back spell.
Bring bald boy back.
What spell do you think she's learning next?
June's trying to learn
Counterspell.
the ritual.
It's
Ball
hard to
boy back.
counterspell someone when you can't see him.
I saw his hand. I saw his hand.
Yeah, because that... I saw his
Best
nails.
counterspell on that hand.
Yeah. Oh, man. So what'd y'all think of that session?
My
Oh,
throat
that
didn't like it.
Alar, yeah.
Nah, it's a good session. A lot happened, and I was far more involved. Whenever I'm involved heavily in a session, it feels like I was involved a lot more than I expected. So,
That's because I
Yeah,
think you always
nice.
show up to just not do anything, and then you end up you're like, oh,
Yeah.
man, I gotta talk.
yeah, pretty much because my throat is like,
Yeah.
really, you picked this voice. You could have gone a bad Russian accent. It would have passed. And instead, you know, I chose a bad impression of Clint Eastwood. And
Wait, that's supposed to be Clint Eastwood?
that was the original inspiration. I know the monologue. I know the monologue to Dirty Harry now, dude. I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 5 shots or 6? Or no, I know what you're thinking. Did he fire
I know
6
it.
shots or only
Fucks it up.
5?
Just
Well,
what did you think of the session? And what do you think of the prospect of some contact that could help you out with what happened to your family?
I feel like there's a lot going on right now, and I would say June is like conflicted because she did kind of almost not like give up on that, but was very discouraged that she didn't find anything for so long. And then she found the party, and now it seems like she has a goal in mind. And then it was like, oh shit, yeah. And the fact that there's someone that potentially has a lead, I think that she feels almost like excited at the possibility, but also hesitant because she's been let down for so long with no information about it whatsoever. So I'm curious to see what the lead is and if she will continue her road of disappointment or potentially have some new hope. And what was
Hey,
the other
Joseph.
question?
Just pretty much everything surrounding that.
The whole thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, June is very much she wants this Goliath dead. So that is if she can kill him out of anger, she will. If Alar won't.
That's the thing I'm unclear about is can someone else kill him? The way it sounded like anyone could kill him and then she'd get the memories. But I'm just uncertain if it. I don't think it has to be me.
Let me do it.
I think it's got to
but-
be you.
Let me do it. I think it has to be you too, but
But June doesn't give a fuck. I think everyone. I'm pretty sure like everyone within the group
I
would
want
like
to-
to kill.
I want to
Eli.
pop his head. I want to like pop his head from the inside out.
I think the only person that's like not really wanting him dead is Ecclesiastes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but does
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes really want anybody dead?
No, Ecclesiastes is somewhat.
Maybe Cthulhu.
Okay, fair.
Hold on, just because we can now.
Indeed. Dead. Sad boy.
What about you, Jay? What was it like getting so close to home and seeing? What was it like seeing Kane again?
It was interesting.
Hi, Curls.
From Zio's perspective, it was probably seeing a little bit of a different side of him that Zio hasn't necessarily seen before. Him being contracted out by somebody else, doing something that I guess Zio wouldn't have seen Kane doing whatever he was hired to do, rather than he's hired to protect me and my family, and that's it. So, you know, seeing him do things that might be questionable or shady isn't something that I would have seen before. So
Why is it gotta be shady?
well, you know, just the whole kind of breaking into this place and then him searching for something gives a shady kind of vibe.
Hey, he
What's
did
that?
not break anything. He just did
Yeah.
the entering
Yeah.
part.
Also, was it shady or was it in broad daylight? I feel like it was in broad daylight.
He did also like tell Cade to like put those books back and not to steal things, but he did take something. So
Yeah, it's not like he's doing something that's Zio perceives as unquestionably wrong. He's just doing things that are like riding that line, and I'm sure that that's something that Zio wouldn't have seen from him before, as he's just been,
Definitely.
you
Ride
know,
that
there
line.
to protect and, you know, serve my family.
He's also
So-
pretty dismissive too. I don't think he actually directly talked to you once.
Yeah, no, we had a short conversation, stuff like that, but it's, you know, Zio's kind of seeing this person that he's looked up to for so long in a little bit of a different light, and he's Zio is also very dismissive of him, because of seeing him in this different light, and he's kind of just like turning a blind eye, if you will, like just kind of like, oh well, I'm just not gonna worry about that and let him do his own thing, and he'll still be the person that I picture him as, kind of deal.
Yeah, it's also definitely a different dynamic where, you know, last time, well, like when you regularly saw him, he was, you know, your employee and there for you, like you were saying, and now it's like, you know, you're all just people in the world now, and, you know,
Mhm.
for in some ways, you know, equal level playing field.
It's like seeing your teacher once you graduated high school, and it's like you're a person,
person?
outside of that place. What the
Wait,
fuck?
you don't just wear those weird blouses?
You have a life?
You have a life?
You're not allowed to wear sweatpants. You're a teacher.
Yeah, very much one of those situations of just like, yeah, and then, you know, being able to step foot in my house for a mere moment, again got Zio kind of bouncing on his toes in excitement again, and then
You have to immediately go.
yep,
And we're
once
away.
again, as the world is proving to be this shitty fucking place.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Alar just getting fucked, and it's like, God damn it, Alar, why'd you have to do that? You know?
Actually, I have a quick question. Were we in your house, Jay, or were we in the Duke's
You're in my house.
palace? Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, yeah.
Vunra Manor.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because I thought that that Kane mentioned something about like royalty or something.
Well, your
along
guys'
those
whole
lines.
purpose to go to Uthran that you told him was to speak to the royalty, to like try to
Oh,
stop
gotcha.
this war from happening.
Okay.
Hey, Jezza, thank you for that 4-month tier 1
Hey.
sub. Nice. 3-month
But
streak.
yeah,
Nice.
And then
get
just,
some
ooh,
emotes in the chats.
all the emotes in the chats.
All of them.
What is
Including this bad
the
boy.
All of
can
them.
we haha
I want
now
all
that
of
people have
them.
commented under it?
You can certainly
Oh,
try.
for Nightbot.
There was a Nightbot, and no one ha-ha'd under Nightbot.
I
think
thought
that's the
Curls was
first
gonna
time
get it
in a
right
while.
away, to be honest.
Yeah.
But you know,
Off her game today.
yeah, way to
Yeah.
go, Curls. We're watching.
Yeah, you forgot the spork.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, he didn't.
Oh shoot.
Look closer.
Yeah.
No.
Why did?
You forgot to look? Is what you forgot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, mine is different. Mine's all on one line.
So Jess, do you think you just got a
Oh.
job? Is it
It's got a
nice? What is it? Jess, do you think this contact is someone you know, someone you don't, someone that lived there, someone who hasn't? What do you think? Who do you think the contact could be, or what the contact could be? Have you thought about it at all?
A little bit, but I'm trying not to. I'm trying to do the thing where I don't try to figure out what you've got coming for me, and I just let it happen.
Wouldn't
yeah.
Jess be trying to figure it out though? Jess would be like, "Who the fuck
No.
does this guy know that I know?" Like, what?
There are certain
I feel you,
things that
Carly.
I am trying to let go. And yeah, honestly, I guess I'm anticipating it not being somebody that I know. I'm anticipating it being somebody that knows something about it, but not necessarily a direct link. But I am open to changes on
So
that.
how do you think Kane is involved? Since clearly he would know this contact.
I don't know, and I'm trying not to be sus, but I'm I'm
You
thinking that
sus,
he
bro.
I'm thinking that he probably is just well traveled, and he's like the guy. Hey, I know a guy, and
I know a guy for that.
yeah, I know a guy for that. So that's kind of how I view him at the moment. I'm trying not to be suspicious of literally every single person.
Don't be
So.
suspicious.
He's my
Don't be
mentor. You
suspicious.
can't be suspicious of him.
As you were just saying,
say I
he's doing
can't.
some shady things,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna look away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not suspicious of him. I'm just not paying attention.
Yeah, because you didn't look.
Mm-hmm.
Look like I'm through a potato.
No, potato ain't here.
Where's Tats?
Nick, what was your first thought when you got pulled out of the circle?
Fuck my life.
The trick isn't working.
God, it was, yeah, I mean, my thought was just kind of, oh, great, so this is going to be a thing. And then he really laid down the hammer. I don't know if you amped him up or anything, but I was not expecting him to hit that with that much damage right out of the gate. And,
What did he hit you? What's your max health?
well, it's lower now.
What's your normal max health?
46?
Okay. Well, just think, you'd have 92
Yeah.
had you raged.
Yeah, 94, but, oh yeah, 92, math.
That's math.
Yeah, I mean, I would have, but also what I'm kind of thankful for is that at that point it was very much a losing battle, and I didn't have to go through 3 rounds and then be like, oh darn, I lost. Instead, it was just, all right, well, that sucked, and I didn't even have to do the futility of trying to hit him.
You guys fought him before. You know he doesn't have that high of an AC.
That's true. That's true. I'll have to go back and look at what his AC
Well,
actually was.
last
So
time
I
you
can,
fought, he didn't
yeah.
have high AC.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't ever expect him to be the same.
I don't know. We'll see.
I'm still gonna murder him, but it's fine.
Yeah, but no, it was just kind of a thought. It was just like, well, this is gonna. I actually thought that you were just gonna grab me out of the thing, and then that was gonna be the cliffhanger. And then I was like, great. So now I have to wait a whole,
2 weeks to find
2
out
weeks, 2
how
weeks.
you die.
Yeah.
So do you
But-
actually think Alar's dead?
I don't actually think Alar's dead. That's a very meta thought, though. Like the logic behind that is a very meta. Like, no, who in their right mind would just grab someone and then kill them? Just like basically like who the fuck would do that? But at the same time, I don't know. I presume, we can. Yeah, the Raven Queen did a thing, and no one will understand it, and that happened. Let's leave it at that.
Well, so since you mentioned it, I'm gonna ask Jay and Jess first. What is your thoughts about him speaking to the Raven Queen?
Jay, you can go first.
I was like, I'm just gonna wait, be quiet, let her go ahead.
Nope, you go. You go.
What are my thoughts on?
Like, I mean,
Ayla
I know you guys.
speaking-
Well, I know like you guys haven't like been told that he did, but like as players, like
Yeah. There's clearly something that she wants him to do, and I'm kind of curious because Alar has been kind of steadfast in the past of not wanting to just give into a deity and play a pawn piece. So I'm kind of curious to see what Alar is actually going to do, and while the rest of the group, just wants to murder the Goliath out of, pure hatred. I'm kind of curious to see, what Alar is actually gonna do when the moment comes, because you better fucking believe it's gonna come. But
yeah, that's not what
Believe.
it's not what she said or anything. Just fucking believe it's gonna come.
Oh my God.
but
Forgot what
no,
she
like,
said.
yeah, just having Alar, who isn't one of There's a couple of people here who worshiping a deity is a major part of their character and their being. Being the one to, have so much contact with this deity, it's strange, and yeah, I don't know exactly what to think about it. I'm kind of wondering if he's gonna just start getting buffs up the ass, or he's gonna
You've had some pretty
know.
questionable ways to phrase all these sentences.
Buffs up the ass.
Yep, buffs up the ass.
I don't
I
know
want
if
on
you
my
just had a
buffs.
bunch of buffs up the ass.
In my ass.
Or...
Yeah, basically what I'm saying is
What's up, Ashley?
I don't. Sorry, I had a Ecclesias furball in my throat. I don't know if.
What have you two been doing to that two-person tent?
I was eating my pastries.
Okay.
Eating sausage.
Sausage pastries. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm just wondering if like this relationship between the two continues, if he's going to start getting all kinds of different like boons from the Raven Queen, or if he's going to try and like cut it off. But as a player, yeah, I don't really know what to think about this because I haven't, I haven't been in a lot of campaigns or anything like that in general. But the ones I have been in, I haven't seen a whole lot of deities come into play where they're directly communicating with players and stuff. So that'll be fun to see.
Jess?
So the first thought that I have is that I actually wonder if she said the same thing to the Goliath. And she's just like sicked them on each other to just see who wins. And yeah, like Jay made a lot of like good points. Like Alar, he doesn't have like a specific deity that we know of, and for the Raven Queen to take such an interest in him makes me wonder kind of how Alar feels about it all. But I have a feeling that he's just like very like pragmatic, and he wants to do whatever's best. And then like Jay mentioned too, like he doesn't want to be a puppet. So I'm kind of curious. And even though Alar, like you get mad and you rage, you don't actually get mad. So I'm wondering if you're gonna follow through with her request, or if maybe he'll, I don't know, maybe he'll push Alar to that point where we see him with some legitimate anger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the scene that you set up as a DM was really cool, and having actual conversations with a deity in the D&D realm that has all these crazy powers is super cool. Yeah, I honestly, I feel like she's just all over the place, and she just wants to see what happens. And
Who, the Raven
so do
Queen?
I. So yeah, so do I. So
I'll sit back with my chicken and just eat.
yeah, like where's my popcorn? But
And then I guess finally, Nick, what do you think about it? And you're muted.
I was thinking.
I can mute when I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of thinking that I've thrown into it. She said something to the effect of that if I killed him, things would go back to the way they were before. And for Alar, that moment was before the campaign. It's not a moment that's within the campaign, is what he's hoping for. But at the same time, he really needs to think about if he wants things to go back to the way they were before. Yeah, he needs to think about it. I also don't know if he'll be able to do it in what she considers rage to be. Rage for Alar is a lot more complex than just anger. For him, fear, anxiety, anger are all the same thing.
Well, I mean, fear leads to anger. You know,
Yeah.
anger leads to hate, and then hate leads to suffering.
Anxiety encompasses it all.
Wow,
Yeah.
I'm disappointed in almost all of you for not getting that quote.
I got it. I don't remember
sorry,
where
I
it
didn't
came
get it.
from though.
You know what? I'm gonna say it for
I fail
Jeremy.
you?
I'm gonna say it for Jeremy. Dumped.
Oh,
Fear leads
like in
to anger.
Star Wars.
Anger
1-800
leads
new
to
girlfriend.
Hate leads to
Yeah.
suffering. Wow.
Oh jeez. Anyways, for him though, yeah, I also kind of think of Adlar as the Hulk, especially like if there was one of the Avengers where the Hulk couldn't get angry
Yeah.
That would
and
be
he could turn into
Thanos.
Hulk.
Yep.
Yeah, I
And
don't
that would
remember
be
which one
Bruce
that
Banner
was.
couldn't get angry.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the Avengers movies, Endgame, or
Yeah.
Infinity War. Infinity War.
Whichever one it was. So
I also feel like the Hulk was mad at him.
that yeah. So yeah, that's another way I think of it too. Also, I remember it was the first Avengers where Bruce Banner was like, and I'm not gonna be able to do his voice, but he was like, "That's my secret. I'm always angry." That of course is a bit of Alar's secret as well, but once again, I don't know if that qualifies as anger for the Raven Queen, and it's a really interesting thing because once again, Alar, he doesn't like the Goliath. He's angry with the Goliath that he's caused a lot of pain and suffering, but does that mean he wants to kill him? Revenge isn't really Alar's style.
Jess.
Yes.
It's
he
like
wants
Billy
to kill
Madison. You
him.
know how bad I can beat you, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like Alar also was thinking in his head, you know, the way he interpreted it is that Alar had to kill him in order for the deal
Yeah.
to go through.
Well, June doesn't know that, so.
June doesn't know. Well, I mean, we haven't had a chance to talk about it, but at the same time, like, there's a few people that I'm thinking of. I almost would rather give them the kill.
Just
Cthulhu.
the savagery of that sentence. I'd rather give them the kill.
Yeah.
I just like
Yeah.
the certainty of it too. Like we'll
Yeah.
get there, and you know,
Oh, yeah.
I'll let you have the kill.
No, it's kind
I
of
might be the only one standing, but I'll pick you up and I'll take your hand. You can just
You
shove
just
them
chop,
down
chop.
his throat.
Depends how that goes on. Yeah, but no, I don't know if he's gonna even want to pull the trigger metaphorically. Yeah, it's gonna be an in the moment thing. I don't think Alar is gonna be able to make a decision ahead of time.
Now, is Alar going to, because he's been pretty secretive, is he going to tell them everything that happened?
In this case, you'll have to watch Friday, not this week, next week. I feel like I keep that close to my chest. I will say the previous time I did not tell people about that dream, or vision, or however you want to call it. It wasn't. It just didn't feel like I didn't want to remind people that Sven died. Like, I'm not gonna come out of that dream. It's like, I just saw Sven die again. That's what I saw. There's no new information there. There's nothing that people need to know. I just saw Sven die again. Let's be happy about it. No, I'm not gonna fucking tell them that.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I'm not
didn't
gonna
have to say the
remind
let's
them.
be happy about it part.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I will say with the Raven Queen, she was a lot more direct than I would have expected from a deity. So Alar is quite impressed with that. I know she wasn't direct, but she was.
Here's a vision. Here's
Yeah,
another
she was,
vision. Pick one.
Maybe she'll take out a Sven
Exactly.
diagram.
I don't want to
God
laugh
damn
at
it.
that. I don't want to laugh
That
at
was
that.
yeah.
That's good.
You're welcome, Jeremy.
Uh,
You're welcome, Jeremy. Blood says I could do it. They all hated it,
Indeed.
Jeremy, but I liked
Honestly,
it. I liked it
I
enough to
loved
use
it.
it.
I know.
Oh,
Honestly,
I didn't see it.
if Alar didn't kill him, like, Cthulhu probably would be the next person to do it.
Oh yeah. I
But
just,
he would have to race me. So.
you know, I don't think, like, so for example, let's say the Goliath pulled a Thanos, like, if you've seen, I think it was Endgame, where it was in the very beginning, Thanos was like retired on a farm.
Yeah.
Like, if
Do
the
we need to
Goliath
put
turned into that-
spoilers for the Marvel? No, they've been out for a long time.
It's been out for a long time.
Do we have to put spoilers out for the beginning of a movie?
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. That's why I said it. Like, he was like in the farm. He was like totally, apathetic to everything. For me, that's like, you know, I don't know if Alar could get angry at someone who's just trying to live their best life now. I don't think the Goliath will do that, but Goliath doesn't look like a farmer.
No. He's not trying to live his best life. He's trying to murder you.
He's trying to take your best life.
Yeah, trying to ruin my best life.
You're all
about
big,
that.
juicy memory pockets.
Oh,
If
You ain't
this
getting
is
these
Zio's best
memories.
life, then he is fucked.
yes. Sorry, Zio.
You peaked in high school.
Apparently.
Okay. Peaked in high school and then immediately went to middle-age crisis.
Yep. Midlife crisis.
Yeah.
I'm just
man.
like sitting at home studying, everything's all nice, learning to fight. And Kane's like, you gotta get out there if you want to make something of your life. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this. My life's gonna be awesome. And then, holy shit, does this suck?
Yeah, then smash cut to possessed, killed a friend, possessed again.
Killed
Killed
same
that
friend.
friend again.
Ages 30 years. Sees a friend die in front of him, all in the same 24-hour time span. You're like, man, is this how Tuesdays always are?
That's what we do on Tuesdays.
This is what we do on Tuesdays. We get fucked. Oh, man. Enjoying the breeze and the darkness forever. What, Nick?
Oh, I was gonna say you met all of us being memory bags. That was really interesting to me when the Raven Queen said that someone had to die in order for her to get the memories and stuff like that. That sort of because it wasn't a lore dump, but it was a bit of lore information there in that conversation that I thought was fascinating. I was really interested in that. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Jeremy said, I wonder what King Salias, King of Solaria, is doing. I bet he's like, well, I imagine they're getting closer to unraveling the mystery as to whom is behind the plot to overthrow my kingdom. Smash cut to, is this an igloo?
I've kind of wondered about that myself. Like, I've kind of wanted to pull Ecclesias aside and be like, hey, you want to shoot a message over to the king so he knows what's going on. But at the same time, like, I should kind of figure out shit in my own city first. So
Funny enough, I think Ecclesias hasn't met the king.
pretty sure he has.
I don't think he has.
I don't think he has.
Sven,
Ecclesias, can you verify?
No.
No, Sven
I don't-
did.
No, because
I don't think so.
yeah, he wasn't there that session when you guys went back. So you guys came back with Sven's body. You dropped him off at the Undying Court. Then when you were done with that, you went to tell the king and Chester what happened. And then when you left, he was like, "All right, you guys are good. Peace." And the next time you guys heard from the king, it was to speak to Zio.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
so
it was just
Ecclesias technically might not. Be able to
Well,
settle
he
that.
could talk to Chester.
That's true.
Sure.
That was
Yeah.
Ecclesias. Okay, you have 20 minutes left.
You gotta stop that.
Ooh, this is Ecclesias.
I know.
They
right?
can. If it's
You've
someone you've
nerfed
met,
your
they
own
know.
spell.
They know your voice.
They
Even if
just
you haven't met
automatically
him,
know who
yeah,
it is,
They know
yeah.
but it's so
kinda-
much funnier to say, hello, this is Ecclesias.
I know.
It's the metadata in the message, you know.
I feel like someday, you know how, like,
They have caller ID.
in How I Met Your Mother, every time they ask Barney what he does for them, he goes, please. And it turns out that please is an acronym for what he actually does. But that's what Ecclesias is hiding something, and hello, this is Ecclesias. How are you?
We have
I
to
am
decipher.
fine. You're gonna have an entire cover letter to your sending spells where you only get 3 words left.
Oh my god.
And curls
Well, he'll
with
just
the
have to
wind.
cast it twice.
Ah.
By the way, I like
Ah.
that curls is using the AA symbol. Because,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
just
better.
noticed.
it's better.
Yeah.
It's better.
Jay, I like
Well
how
done.
you fought this too. You fought like first day you're like, come on, it's not that cool. Like it's not funny. Don't make this a
Yeah.
thing. And
It
then
is.
now it
Well, it's
is
because-
a thing.
It's because
Yeah.
he started it.
Yeah.
So of course he didn't want it to become a thing.
Yeah. I was
We're-
just like, really, guys? Like,
We're making fun of him all the time, and
Yeah.
he has to deal with it now.
It's a forever joke
Mhm.
on Jay.
And what's
Yeah,
even better
it's
is I
all
don't
good.
think anybody here could ever possibly remember what the joke was that he was laughing at.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't
remember.
remember what the
Yeah.
original haha was for.
I don't know. Is Curls
Nobody
our number one
knows.
fan? Might have to fist
Nobody
fight Jag
knows.
for that one. We got one piece of merch.
Yeah.
Who wants it?
You just have to record your battle, send it to our email, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
And
decide the
we'll
winner.
play it on the next
We'll
arcade
decide the
recap.
winner.
yeah.
Explore the archives. Okay.
Exploring.
Exploring your archives.
Exploring.
That sounds so much worse than intended.
I mean,
There's been a lot of that tonight.
man,
What's going
Jack's not even here to defend himself.
Ooh.
Just throwing the punches early.
Ooh.
Throwing the air punches deep. So, Jay, what do you? What is going to be the first thing Zio does?
When I get home,
Fuck you, Jerry.
It's not. Yeah. Shut up.
I was wondering. I was like, "What's the pause for?"
Sorry.
What's really bad about that is that
I literally
was
hear
like-
him laughing. Also.
I can't think of like I was like looking at him like is that how you spell archives? Like is that
Wait. Pause.
Archives.
archives?
Archives.
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 Is that-
That's not how you
Archives.
pronounce it. I'll tell you that. That is not how you pronounce it. It's how it's spelled.
Yeah, it's how it's
Archives.
spelled.
Welcome to
What does it-
Exploring he archives.
Yeah, exploring he archives. Heirlooms.
Heirlooms.
Is there any heirlooms in these archives?
How do we work that? How do we work that in?
Do you have any ingot heirlooms in these archives? You turn your back
Turns
now.
around.
I see your shoulders bouncing in your shadow. I know you're
I
laughing.
can see your shadow, Nick.
Just, that's all I'm seeing.
I laugh.
is-
I laugh with my shoulder.
yeah, like Will Smith dances. Rip
Oh,
Nick.
shit.
48 Eastern. Oh man. So the question. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I get to thank my mother for my wonderful pronunciation of words. It's what she gave me.
My mom's the same way, which is weird that you mentioned that. Yeah. My mom says Ashton Kutcher.
I mean, that's just on purpose.
It's not though. It's
like saying
not.
Bruce
That's
Willis.
the worst part.
What's funny about that is that I feel
love
like
you, Mom.
normally, I feel like normally you would hear his name first, and so like imagine she heard the name and then she heard it completely wrong. For me,
Yeah.
it's like I'll read something, and then it's look at archive.
Our-
And you're-
Archives.
and you're like, I'm American. There are no silent letters.
Exactly. This ain't
My mom
French.
does say whoop cream. She
This is
does.
whoop cream.
She says whoop cream, like
Oh.
instead of whipped
I
cream.
want to
She
slap
says
your mom.
Whoop cream.
Can you pass the whoop cream?
God.
I can pass you the whipped cream. Did she say cool whoop?
I don't know. I'll have to do the thing to her.
Pass the cool whoop.
All right, Stewie, say cool. Cool. Say whip. Whip.
I cannot
Now say it together.
imagine a
Cool
human
whip.
being. We're having pie, and she's like, "Can you pass the cool whoop?"
Oh, I hope she never watches this. Mom, I love you.
I think you need to clip this and send it.
I know, right?
I just more specifically
She's
need
a
you to find
sensitive
out.
Sally.
You need to find out. She says cool whoop.
No, she does. I'm telling you. She says, she
Oh
says,
my God.
she says cool whoop. Whip. No,
Maybe
cool
she's
whoop.
referring to something
I
different.
can't
She's
say
like,
it wrong.
It's like it can
Is
cool
my mom a
whoop,
former
whoop
judge?
ass.
Oh.
Maybe.
Well, Jeremy
Whoop ass.
fucked it
Ooh.
up. Jeremy
Yeah.
messed it up. Is your mom?
Yeah,
a
you're gonna
former
get the
juggalo?
hands.
Ruined everything.
Or as Nick would
Maybe.
say, jugalo.
Jugalo. Is my mom a former Jugalo? I don't think so.
I fucked it, ooh. Sorry. Jay, the question. What's the first thing you're gonna do when you get home?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was confused if you meant home or not. I'm probably going to do a lap around the house and just Yeah, just kind of, it's good to be home. I'm gonna go look, see if anything's changed, and go to my room, make sure nobody's touched anything.
It's all the same except everything's
Mom,
just
you moved my shit.
other side of the room, like perfectly
Mirrored.
the same, just mirrored.
Mom, where's my CD player?
Yeah, then I'll probably go talk to my mom, and we've had a letter written back and forth, but she doesn't know how I look, so that's gonna be an interesting conversation.
Well, you guys keep defending to death that you don't look that different.
How old you've become.
Well, yeah, I don't think I look too much different, but I would, there'd definitely be some.
Hey,
I have
Mom,
a
you know how I
question.
wanted to be married by the time I was 25? I was not married 25 years ago.
I got a question. Zio, how old were you? And then you got added 30 years, right? So what's
I
like
was
your
20.
physical age? Yeah.
And now
50.
I'm 50.
You're 50.
When did your parents have you? You might be older than your parents.
No.
Dad is
Let me
human.
pull up.
Your
Yeah, my
dad
dad's
is
human.
human.
I have ages for them. Let me.
You're just gonna walk up to your bed and be
Oh.
like, ugh.
Well, if your mom's elvish,
My back.
that kind of helps things
Yeah,
out.
my
but,
back
like,
too.
It's rare for a person, a woman in particular, to have a
I was
child.
20.
I
Yeah.
might be older than my dad.
All right, just in number, not in experience.
Yeah, just a
It's
number.
worse.
I don't know. With my dad being my dad, I think I probably got the experience on him too.
I was gonna say, opposed to your dad
Um,
being your mom.
My mom's 137, so
Oh, shit.
I
I am
am
older than my dad.
I am
my God.
pretty close
He's
in age to your
45.
mom.
By like a chunk.
That's so weird too, because it's like he's lived 45
Girls,
years.
awkward.
You've only lived 20,
Yeah.
but you're like, you guys ready for retirement?
You got your 401k set up.
Yeah.
Man, we
Hang on,
got-
your
so-
dad's 35?
45.
Oh, I was like 30. He had you when you was
Yeah, no.
15?
I mean,
Crazier things have happened.
Middle-aged economy.
Happens.
Yeah, I mean, them elven women hunting down, elven
She a cougar.
Yeah.
That's
Elven
not a
cougar.
That's a fucking saber tooth. Captain Zio, purveyor of wine, wielder of
Oh,
guns,
man.
older than his
Older
dad.
than his dad. Someone, all of the players, find a way to work that into his title when we meet his dad.
So you're.
I was about to say, I
older than
cannot
your
give titles to myself. They have all been bestowed upon me by others.
I'm gonna do it.
So...
I'm gonna figure it out.
dad. Oh man.
We need to have a list of all of his titles, and then when we present them to his
I have a
parents, we
list.
say all of them.
I was about to say, I can copy and paste it somewhere.
I've got it.
Owner of Demon Toy,
Yep,
Yep, that's on there.
that's one of them.
and that one was from Ecclesias, wasn't it?
That or Uridan? No, Uridan gave me the knight prefix.
The knight prefix.
Yeah. It's a knight captain Zio.
Knight Captain, Bringer of Light, Holder of Demon Toys, Winner of Games, 5th of, or no, that's just a date. Okay.
5th of Jack.
It says 5th of Snowmoot.
Yeah, let me read it out here. No, that's the wrong doc. I don't have my tablet with me. Where is it? This one? Yeah.
Whatever. Zio.
Yeah, Knight Captain Zio, the Lightbringer, winner of games, owner of Demon Toy.
That's
So I got them all.
Snowmoot.
Yeah.
That is a month.
Yeah.
Wow, it shows how
I
much
was
you
like-
pay attention, Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie. Like, I didn't even put a space. It's like right under.
Knowing his stuff is a moot point.
Boo.
I'd probably
then-
use that
And then I have
wrong,
six
but-
flags and 6 horses. I don't know what that's from. But
Six Flags.
That's
Six
on
Flags.
Six Flags
Yeah.
is the entertainment venue.
Na-na-na-na-na-na.
nah, nah.
Maybe Six
stuck in my head
Horses
for 3 days.
is
Wait,
the
did I-
Solarian version of Six Flags.
Is that when
Maybe
I
what we would
described
need
that
to-
carriage driver? He looked like the old man from the Six Flags commercials.
I don't
No, I don't
think so. I think it was. I don't know. Maybe could have been. Like I said, there's no context around that line. It just says Six Flags.
I'll remember
Six
that.
horses.
Six Flags.
I didn't even finish the word flags. I put FLGS.
So where do
Is it
you
flags,
all?
Are you sure you want my notes, Jay?
Now I'm picturing
Oh.
the jockey looking like a dude from Six Flags commercial.
Oh my god, yes.
I don't think that's the old man you're talking
why-
about. But that's what I pictured in my
Yeah.
head as soon as you said that too.
That's why he wears the hood
Yeah,
to cover his face.
and his big ears and giant glasses. I could hear that image.
Does he have suspenders on?
Of course, and a big red bow tie.
Yeah. Okay, great.
So what? Leading up to, obviously, there's a significant impact with the Raven Queen, but you guys are also just a breath away from Uthran, which is your destination, and you guys are going into springtime now, which technically means it's a new year. So,
No, I could do this.
what do you all see happening in Uthran? What do you want to get done? Where do you guys want to go? What approach
Oh.
do you guys want to take? Like, what is your
See, I
guys'
think
goal?
that-
And
I
if
think
you
we're
say
gonna
to
have
see my
to-
family, I swear to God.
I think that we're going to have to sit down and have a conversation about this because, yeah, I feel us being pulled in many different directions at the moment. We've got the Goliath that we could seek out and kill for ALR's quest. We could talk to the Grand Duke Emerson to figure out what the fuck's going on in Uthran. Kind of warline quest as I'm seeing it in my head. Could go and, figure out what's going on with Jess's hometown, or June's hometown.
Well, it seems like
Uh,
the main reason you guys are there was to talk to your family and then talk to the royals to hopefully stop this war from happening.
We got side
Yeah.
quests and main quests.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, what's
So I
the
don't know
Goliath?
if
Is he a
He's
side or a
somewhere in
main?
between.
Question.
He's somewhere.
I think he's a
between.
side.
He's a Smain.
He's Smain.
Yeah.
Smain quest. New word.
Smain quest.
Just for him.
We just go up to the Goliath. Bitch, you a side quest.
What an insult.
I know.
Jeremy's wondering how Bricks is doing. He's dead.
Yeah, isn't he dead? No,
No.
he got away. We saved
He
him.
wandered off in the wilderness.
Like all NPCs do before
Yeah.
they
They're,
die.
they're alive and well, thriving, living their best lives.
Either they take an arrow to the knee or they're alive. So
Is there a difference?
Get you a side quest. I want that on shirt. Merch.
So yeah, but what do you guys think? I guess if we will take it, what do you guys think about ending the war? What do you? Any certain approaches you guys have, or anything you've been thinking of, or have you guys not thought about the main quest?
Got a couple side quests going. Okay.
we got a few side quests going on, distracting us from the
Just
main
like-
one.
Ayla's got a few side bitches.
At least one.
Yeah. That was a.
Don't worry, I'll ask that
fling.
question later. It's fine.
It's a
Go.
fling.
Go on.
believe
Answer
is the
Anthony's
proper-
question.
Anthony, this is what we think of the main quest, Alar's
Yeah.
got some side bitches, huh?
Sorry,
no,
I'll
I
start
think
a war.
that's...
Sure.
I think
Alar actually wants the war to start to distract from the all the
Him
bitches
having
he's got.
yeah, him having to tell his betrothed.
Yeah,
Be like, I totally didn't have a harem.
exactly.
No. Look at I got my leg chopped off. Let's just forget about it all. It's war.
I think that in terms of the main quest, yeah, we just need to go and talk to the Grand Duke as well as many nobles as we can in Uthran and try and figure out a way to reestablish the peace between them and try and figure that out. I think that we just go from there once we need more information on why all this is happening in the first place. So
Okay. Jess?
For the most part, for our time in Uthran, me as a player and as June are very much going to be following kind of Zio's lead here. This is his element, his people that he knows.
Feel diplomat title coming on somewhere in there.
Yeah.
The aristocrat.
Aristocrat.
Emissary.
But I am kind of curious to see what comes of like whatever Zio ends up asking of these noblemen and what we end up finding out about, that little tidbit of information that like a lot of the houses are rebelling against the Duke. And I'm very curious to see how Zio's parents are aligning themselves in this kind of almost civil war turning into a full-on war. Yeah, I don't really know how to stop the war. Like, you asked us if we thought about that. I'm like, don't know. The only thing I can really think of is that if we are playing almost like a diplomatic role, if we're able to have, a council with Duke Emerson, and we're able to have a council with the King of Solaria, then perhaps we can come to some sort of middle ground, and we can kind of be the missing link since Lord Noodle bit the dust. So that's kind of, I guess, my best attempt at what we could do as far as overarching ending the war. But yeah, like a big thing that I'm just curious about is, like I said, like the information that we got that a lot of these houses are not agreeing with the Duke. So I'm almost, like I said, like I'm almost worrying there's like a civil war going on within Uthran that is ultimately going to bring Solaria into the mix and cause an even greater war. And yeah, I'm gonna let Zio do most of the talking for these diplomatic.
Zio's not a diplomat.
Well,
Yeah,
you're
no.
closer. You're closer than the rest of us, dude. Like,
You're,
yeah,
you're an aristocrat, as
Oh my
told
God.
by Gilbert Godfrey.
yeah.
Um,
But we're all out of our element, but you.
There is a question, and even though Jeremy said skip it, I'm gonna ask it. There's another one for June, but I'll ask that one after. Aylar, do your people expect you to return with something done or something found? How will your tribe feel after return after X amount of time? How would they look down on you for befriending a rich noble and hanging out in castles?
I don't think so. I don't find the Furbolg people to be judgmental. I think there was normally, if you read the Volos, which is where Furbolgs are, they say that
Bye,
usually
Curls. You have an amazing night. Good luck with the new
And
job.
I-
See you next
Yeah.
Friday.
No, I in the book it says, Furbolgs, typically Furbolg adventurers are like outcasts or something like that. In a way, Aylar's an outcast, but it's not because it's not necessarily outcast by choice, but like he had to separate himself, try to figure himself out, so that way he could come back and be a better person for his betrothed and for his tribe. So yeah, I don't think they'll look down on me. I mean, there obviously might be some looking down on me, but I think if anything, it would more likely come from criticism about the Raven Queen than anything. Fighting for something that the Furbolgs don't really care about,
Right. Interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie. Looking at the time, I think the question I'm about to ask will be our last because it's a very good one. Duck's another woman. I need to be a better person for my wife. Ducks another woman.
Hey, I actually
That's
had
how
very
you
I had some. That's how you learn the better moves. No, I.
What I learned when I was gone.
Yeah, where did I learn it? Let's not get into that. Let me get into
Details
you
don't matter.
instead.
The lusty, what is it? Lusty Argonia man. That's where I learned it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's I have reasoning for that. I don't know if I want to necessarily talk about that right now because we got another question.
No problem. So,
Well, I was gonna ask about that real quick, though, just because June and Aylar were the ones that kind of had the conversation, and you kind of told her that you got a lady back home.
Aylar is a Chad.
No, he's Aylar.
Does Aylar does Aylar think that she is waiting for him, or does he think that she is like going about her life in the meantime while you're gone? Just kind of like you needed to leave and go about your life until you were ready to come back and simmer down.
Now, when you say going about her own life, that means
You know what I mean.
sleeping with other furball,
Hot girl
right?
summer.
You all know what I mean. I don't need to
I guess with Furbolg could be
specify.
cold girl summer, but
cold girl summer. Is she doing
yeah.
cold girl summer?
yeah. I would
The
assume
agreement.
I would assume in some way she's waiting for me. I don't know if it's such a long period of time. You don't know if they're actually going to wait for you. In my head, Furbolgs live a long time, so she probably expect Aylar to take a long period of time. What was more justification was that if you are a Furbolg, or if you are a person, and you've been away from your significant other for a long period of time, sometimes that wears on you, and sometimes you, even if you're desiring for your significant other, but they are not there. You're not going to be able to have them. And you've been away for so long, and you've been away from that human connection, that intimate human connection for so long. And then you see another Furbolg, another one of your people there, and you're like, holy shit, what is this? And, you kind of fall into that, a bit of hedonism, I guess we'll call it.
You remind me of her.
Yeah.
You smell
I
different.
mean, I didn't say that, but yeah.
You remind me of her, but you smell different.
You smell far nastier. Let's get down, girl.
Oh God. Oh
On
God.
that
Okay,
note,
that's all.
Jeremy asked, how would June feel if she found out that a powerful magical item was used to banish the entire town, and found that the Esoteric Assembly contracted a member to get the item for the bad guy unknowingly?
Okay, so one, I'm just gonna point out that Jeremy added unknowingly after. All right. Well, I think that June already is very suspicious and sort of dislikes the Esoteric Assembly. She just respects Ecclesius as a person and respects that he's part of that assembly. I think that if she found out that somebody did that it would further her negative feelings towards the assembly, and she would probably go to Ecclesius to find out who it was. If it truly was unknowingly, then I would like to think that she would use it as a trail to follow to the ultimate person who is at fault. If it was knowingly, then you will see June get very, very angry.
Would you kill Paul Will Equisius?
Is this Jeremy telling me his like backstory and some weird thing that he is the reason that my family, that everyone I know is gone?
Well, you know,
Ecclesius.
there's
As Curls
weird,
put it.
There's this weird thing called allergies, and not everybody likes cats. And it's, your parents were
And the
killed
baby
because
ate
he walked through the town.
I'm just imagining Ecclesiastes.
I don't know.
Like,
That would be very complex.
just imagining him grabbing something somewhere, and then like you can
Mhm.
feel a rumble. You're like, some village died somewhere. I
Yeah.
don't gotta worry about it. And then it comes full circle.
It's true.
Yeah, like I said, I think that it would all depend on if the member of the assembly / ecclesias knew what they were doing or not.
Well, I hope
But
that-
like I said, I already
an
feel
interesting
negatively
note,
about
and
the
I
assembly. It
definitely-
doesn't matter.
and I definitely didn't write any of that down.
Yeah, no, I saw your pen moving.
So. But I do think on that note, that is a good place to leave off. Why is put? Put is not sexual. I'll put my dragon into your dungeon, Zebra. There's no way Nightbot could read the context of
The
that.
context.
Yeah, like
It,
a
it
context,
highlighted.
that
It
is-
highlighted put. All right. Put.
Did you have to like approve it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's.
I'm like, I didn't
Cowgirl?
see that end of it.
Cowgirl and put are two words that I have said, and maybe Nightbot's
They
just
know
picking
people.
on me.
Yeah,
Nightbot just
no.
knows like
They
this
know.
guy's been problem child.
They know what we're up to.
Yeah, they knew. or Nightbot has gotten really advanced. It can read context and words.
Yeah, it knows.
It's just like other people, they wouldn't do this. Alar is definitely talking dirty.
Yep, dread something. We're gonna block
Mhm.
any
Yeah.
you know.
I can't even
sense
think of
of
a
a
word that.
provocative-
I don't know, but. Oh, they said but. Well, on that note, I think this
but.
is a good place to end the stream for the day. Unfortunately, we will be not having a Friday session as a reminder because people have to go do other things instead of play D&D because they're asses.
Memorial Day weekend.
Wow.
Everybody have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah, that too.
Sure,
Um,
I guess.
But
Going
next
hiking.
Wednesday, we will be doing something a little different. It will be
Mm-hmm.
starring. I'm not going to be on it for once.
Oh,
It's going to be Nick
You
and
love us
I
and you know it.
believe I hate everyone equally. It'll be Nick and Eddie in a stream together doing some creative writing and storytelling in the world of Falbion. So
Alright,
that'll be
alright,
fun.
alright.
And we'll announce the name of it when it goes live Wednesday, which I believe will be the same time.
Yeah.
So make
I'm
sure.
so excited.
Yeah, make sure you all
So
keep
am
a
I.
lookout for that. And then if you can't stop by on Wednesday, make sure you're here next Friday
Mhm.
for the continuation of the Falbion chapters of the Arcane Archives. And we can
Yeah.
see what happens with the Raven Queen and how I kill all the players. I
Nope,
got one
how
and I should
June
full sentence.
kills the Goliath, and probably Ecclesias because she, he admitted to killing her village.
It's called Writing
Mm-hmm.
the Archives. I will say a funny story where we were talking about the names.
Yeah.
One of the
It's
people
not.
came up with inscribing the archives. And I don't know if it was me, Nick.
I came up with
Nick
that.
and I think Eddie said, he's like, can we just come up with something different than something archives?
It's a theme. It's a theme.
It's a thing. It's our what you talking about, Willis, Eddie.
Yeah, it's a theme.
But on that note, we will
It's called
catch you.
branding.
We will catch you all next week. Make sure you turn in for the new show a week from today, same time. And if not, make sure you're here next Friday for the continuation of Falbion, the Arcane Archives chapters. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye.
See you next week.
Bye.